Hi everyone, it's Trish from Dish Kitty Studio, and I thought I would do a quick video just to kind of give you an idea of what kind of things I have been working on lately. First I want to mention that I've been struggling a little bit to find time to make art. So I find that like at the end of the day when I kind of like get finished with everything, you know, after work, I've made dinner, I did the chores, whatever, I did the laundry, and then I can actually have time. I'm tired and I don't feel inspired and I don't have energy. So I decided to start getting up early. So I've been waking up about an hour or so before I start work, and I've been coming into my studio and just kind of playing around and making art, and it's been amazing. It's really nice to have, like, make the time to just be creative and no pressure to have like some amazing results, no project that I'm trying to finish, just mess around and have fun and then start my day. It's been really, really good. So I thought I would just kind of give you an idea of the sorts of things I've been doing. So this is just like a little painting I did. You can see she's got some glitter in her hair. This is me. I was just playing around with photo paper. I happen to have a huge stack of glossy photo paper, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it. I don't print photos at home. I have one of those little photo printers that does like the zinc Polaroid prints, you know, so I just don't need these. These came with a printer, I think, that I bought a long time ago, and they've just been sitting around. So I thought, okay, let me try them. So I put some watercolor in the background, just kind of playing around, see what would happen. It was fun. The colors, I don't think, in the background were great, but after it was completely dry, I decided to just go ahead and, you know, sketch on top of it. So I sketched this girl in pencil, painted her with acrylic, just acrylic paint, and then inked it with a pen. And I kind of like it. I think it turned out pretty nice. So that's just photo paper. I did put, after I did the watercolor, I put a very light coat of gesso on top, just so that the acrylic would kind of have something to stick to, but I think it turned out cool. I also finally got a chance to try out hot press watercolor paper. I've used cold press a lot. Like, this is a watercolor pad, this is cold press. I've used only cold press watercolor paper. If you're not familiar with the difference, cold press is what you think of when you think of watercolor paper. Like, it's toothy, it has a texture to it. You know, if you just drew a pencil line over it, you would see that it's got kind of like it's got texture, it's got tooth. Hot press watercolor paper does not. It's much more flat. It's got a flat surface, but it will still, it's still made for water. So this page, this piece, I just was playing around, just putting color down, trying to see how it would react. And I just came up with this kind of abstract, you know, just, I don't know, I don't even know what to call it. It was just fun. I was just playing around. And then once it was completely dry, the next day I just did this line work in gray ink, which is kind of, I don't know if it's hard to see. It's not super vibrant against the background, but I think it turned out pretty cool. So that was just my kind of first experimentation with hot press watercolor, which, by the way, I think I really like it. I need to play with it some more. This is also the hot press paper. I was just kind of playing around, trying out, you know, actually painting something. So I just did these really loose watercolor flowers, and I think these turned out really nice. I like the way they look. So this is my regular daily journal. I did paint the cover of this also. It's just a composition book, so it's a green marble cover. So I covered it with, I think, white acrylic paint, and I'm not even sure what I used on this anymore, but this was one of my morning things that I worked on, and I just put this sticker here that says "Write for Change" also. So that was one of the things I did. This is just a watercolor sketch pad. Just playing around, mixing colors, trying to get like a galaxy effect. These are older. These are not ones I did recently in the morning. This one I did. This one I did with my Arteza real brush pens, if you're familiar with those. I've had them for a long time and I've used them actually quite a bit, but just as regular markers. And I decided to try them out, you know, kind of the way that they're intended, well, one of the ways they're intended, and use them as watercolor. So that's what I did here. It was really fun. I like the way it turned out. This was just plain watercolor, not the markers. And I was just doing like this layered flower technique. This was me playing around again, trying to try some different techniques with those Arteza Real brush pens and, you know, see what kinds of effects I could get with them and things like that. So this was the Arteza Real brush pens again. I did do a little bit of outline here with a chalk, a soft pastel, but otherwise that's the Arteza. So that's kind of what I've been doing in the mornings before work. It's been so fun. I've been doing that for a few weeks now. I thought too I would just, I don't really share my journal anymore, but I thought I would just kind of give you a quick flip through so you can see I'm doing a lot more writing than I was before. Still some artwork, but it really is, it's a lot more writing than before. So it's been really fun. It's been good. I enjoy writing. I enjoy making art too, but I feel like now that I'm getting up early and doing art in the mornings, I don't feel like it has to be part of my daily journal anymore because I'm sort of getting that outlet elsewhere. So another thing that I wanted to kind of talk about and even get your opinion on. I am already trying to figure out what kind of art project I want to do for 2021. I usually do some sort of year-long project. This year I have been doing a sketch either from life or from reference every day. I haven't even missed a day. Today is September 28th and I have not missed a day, so I'm very excited about that. But it's been going really, really great. But I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do next year. And I have a couple of options that I've narrowed it down to, and I thought I would see what you guys think. So I talked about this once before. This is a roll of adding machine paper. I have a few of these. I was considering just doing artwork every day, just so that this thing would keep growing and growing and growing. I was kind of toying around with the idea of like a theme of what the drawings would be about. You know, I don't know. I love this idea. I think it'd be so cool to have the finished roll or rolls. I'm not even sure if I could, if one roll would do it. I do have two. But I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if this is what I want to do. I thought maybe different monthly themes, maybe weekly. I don't know. But this is definitely on the table. I'm highly considering that as an option. The other option I thought about is doing an index card a day, which I'm sure you've probably heard of the index card a day project. Usually, I'm not sure what time of the year it goes on, but it's 100 days and you do art on an index card every day for 100 days. Well, I was thinking about just taking that concept to a full year. What I like about this is that it would be easily portable if I need it to be, so I could work, you know, just take a few cards with me and work on this wherever I am. I also kind of thought like I could just punch a hole in each card and then bind them on a big fat ring like this. What is this thing? Oh, this thing needs oiled up or something. You know, bind them together so that they could all, oh gosh, what is up with this thing? Anyway, maybe not this ring, but I have others. So bind them together so that it would be, at the end of the year, kind of this big, you know, flowing ring full of cards with art on them. This, I think, would be much more portable than this one. Much more flexible, because I feel like, you know, these being separate sheets, there's a lot more that I could do with them, as opposed to this, which is all going to be attached together. So I don't know, tell me what you think. If you have an opinion, or you have a suggestion or an idea, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to hear what you think about it. Hi! Okay, so I was out shopping today, and I found these for $2. I'm feeling handy. So I bought them, and I'm gonna try and trick Mike with them right now. So come along for the ride.
Well, then hand the ball off.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
I just came to see if you need a hand. All right, just a couple of quick last minute things here that I wanted to chat about. There's a couple of art related podcasts that I would like to tell you guys about, because I've been listening to them and really enjoying them. The first one is called Art Juice. I will put the link down below for Spotify, but you can probably find it anywhere you listen to podcasts. It's a couple of abstract artists, both from the UK, I believe. It's a really, really interesting podcast. They talk about art-related topics. Some of it is the business of art. Some of it is creativity and how they get inspired. It's really good. I enjoy it a lot, and I think you might too, so be sure to check it out. The second one is a brand new art podcast by a YouTuber named Chloe Rose. If you're not familiar with her, you should check out her channel, first of all, because she's great. But her podcast is interviewing, you know, creators, not specifically YouTube creators, but artists and such. So I listened to the first episode of hers, which just came out this week. It's an interview with Jazza. I'm sure you're familiar with Jazza. He's got like 7 jillion, you know, subscribers on YouTube or something crazy like that. He's really great, and so is Chloe. So check that one out too. I'll put the Spotify link below, but again, I'm sure you can find that one anywhere you listen to podcasts. I believe it's called Spilling the Paint Water with Chloe Rose or something to that effect. I'm sure if you Google that, you can find it wherever your podcasts are. And one last thing, since I have been spending my mornings making art, I have been listening to a lot of music, a lot of different music. So I put together a playlist for the month of October. It's a Spotify playlist. I'm going to put that link down below for you too. It's some music that has inspired me, that I find interesting, good, nostalgic, you know, for whatever reason, it's music that I liked, and I thought I would share what I've been listening to with you as well. That's it for me for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video, subscribe, share it with a friend if you think they'd enjoy it too, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much for stopping by, and have a great day.
Yeah, it's cool, but a lot of it's